How about just don't be a lazy piece of shit? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lifeline. My name is Alex and this channel is designed to inspire you to let your future expand and to find success. And don't worry, that's not my actual tip for being more productive. Today we are going over reminders or to-do lists and why creating a reminder or setting up a to-do list can be the most important habit that you make that increases your productivity. Let me explain. Once upon a time, I was an extremely unproductive fellow. And this was near the end of high school and the start of college/university. I had like goals and things I wanted to accomplish, but at the end of the day, they never seemed to materialize. So my days would generally look like this. I'd wake up and go to school or work, and then I'd come home and just chill for a couple of hours. I don't even know what I was doing. Probably just like playing video games or sitting around and doing nothing, to be honest. Maybe you can relate. And then the rest of my day was interspersed with meager amounts of productivity, mostly more doing nothing, and small amounts of socialization. And the thing is, I felt terrible at the end of each day. Like I can't even describe to you the amount of anguish and inner turmoil that I was going through, and ultimately that I was putting myself through, because I knew I should be more productive and I could be more productive, but just for the life of me, I couldn't muster up the self-discipline to do so. And oftentimes it would end up that I just completely forget about different chores or appointments or things that I needed to do. So what I eventually came to realize is that a large part of this anguish was due to a very major lack of organization within my life. You see, back in those days, each day was like waking up and seeing the world anew for the first time. And I know that it may sound idyllic, but really it's not, because I had no direction, no purpose, and I was just sort of aimlessly flowing through life. If you're familiar with Napoleon Hill, this is what he would call drifty. And it's sort of like an extremely apathetic state of mind, devoid of any real definite purpose. And many times I would actually just end up crying myself to sleep, because I was so disappointed in myself and my progress and my productivity. So eventually I said enough's enough, and I committed myself to becoming a more organized and productive person overall. I tried every method in the book. We're talking self-affirmations, lists, journals, calendars, spreadsheets, and even fucking calculators. And after years of practice, failure, refinement, more failure, and even more refinement, I eventually landed on a system that has worked for me, or at least it has worked for the past several years. And this is a system of accountability and organization involving different mediums and applications that I ultimately use to become a more productive man and a more erudite man. A very big piece of this life organizational structure is a reminder list. And here's how mine works. I use a reminder application on my phone because I'm always carrying my phone with me. And whenever I have a random thought or idea of something that I need to do, I take up my phone and I write it down in the reminder list, and I set a reminder for that day that I need to do that thing. And most importantly, I always set all of my reminders, regardless of the day, to go off at 8 a.m. This way, I have an automatically generated to-do list that I can look at the start of each day. So instead of wandering aimlessly each day, my day starts with me waking up and checking my reminder app. And then I work through the day trying to check off each of those things that are on the list for that day. And this list works so well because whenever I have an idea or a thought of something that I need to do, I just write it down in my reminder list and then I completely forget about it. That is until the reminder pops up at 8 a.m. on whichever day I set it to remind me. And I find that this has an extremely calming and soothing effect, because I don't have to constantly think about and remember all the things and little chores that I have to do. Instead, I just trust that they'll be on my reminder list for that day. Additionally, I never have to worry about forgetting about little chores or menial tasks or appointments anymore. To tell you the truth, I am much happier these days, just simply because I have some nice organized structure in my life. At the very least, I know that I'm a long ways away from the despondency that I used to feel every night when I would cry myself to sleep. So overall, my most important habit for becoming more productive was committing to the habit of using a reminder list and using it to document everything I've done each day and everything that I need to do. Your reminder list is probably going to be different than mine, but as long as you commit to the habit of creating a reminder list in general, then you should expect big results in your productivity. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, do me a favor and leave a comment down below. Tell me it was and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Damn it, what's a relevant or funny way to end this video? I can't really think. Didn't see that one coming.